Snowstorm. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, crew members in good standing, welcome back to the Stephen Ian Project. My name is Ian. Now, before we move on with the video, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping. Should you watch the whole thing and you enjoy it, I want you to like it, share it. You can subscribe to it. Up above my head somewhere, there's the bell icon, and you just jingle that, and that'll tell you when we put out another video. And if you don't like the video, give us a thumbs down. Either way, give us a comment. We want to know what you like, what you don't like. Apparently, all this kind of stuff affects the algorithm and stuff like that. That's what all the other videos say, so I'm saying it too because I want you to feel comfortable. Now, without further babblings, I'm going to pass the baton to my good friend Steve. Take it away, Steve.
Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen DiLorenzo, and have I got a story for you. You may or may not know, but I was once a pretty good wrestler. I wrestled in the Bronx for DeWitt Clinton High School, where we made wrestling history. Try to understand this. In 1973, they made wrestling a varsity sport in New York City. Before that, it had always been a club, okay? The wrestling season didn't start until March, but we started wrestling in September. Every day we were in the wrestling room from about 2:30 to 4:30 every single day. We didn't know when the wrestling season was going to start, that's why. And then when they finally gave us a notice, okay, you're going to start in March, you're going to end in May. It's going to be a 3-month season. Okay, great. Now, we at Clinton had a good amount of wrestlers, and we had a lot of good wrestlers. And they gave out the weight classes, and now we all had to find a weight class. So I remember myself, at the time, believe it or not, my sophomore year in high school, 16 years old, I came in weighing 174 pounds. So I was looking, maybe I'd wrestle 177 or maybe I'd wrestle 167. So as the team is being put together, all of a sudden, Ralph Wahoo Acosta is on the team, one of my idols. He's going to be the 177-pounder, and I can't beat him. He's a maniac. He's a monster. Okay, maybe I can go 167. At 167, we got this other guy, James Kemp, and he's pretty good. And I was like, wow, I don't know if I can beat him. Jesus. So at 155, we got our team captain, one of our captains. Guy who the year before had beat me in the finals of the novice tournament. Not looking good, not looking good. So now I'm looking at 145. I'm 174. I got to get down to 145. Well, I'm pretty fat. What the hell, you know? So I start the regiment of losing weight to make 145 to wrestle because I want to be on this team. The coach put together a lineup, and if everybody could make weight, we'd have a killer lineup. So I don't know if you guys are aware, there's a thing called a rubber suit. And what you do is you put on gym shorts, a jock, a T-shirt. Then you put on a sweatshirt, another T-shirt, a pair of sweatpants, another pair of shorts, and then the rubber suit on top of everything. And then a pair of shorts to keep the rubber pants up, and another T-shirt to keep the rubber jacket down, if you can imagine. So you wear about 5 or 6 layers, right? And then you sweat. You know, you do your warm-up, you know, and then you wrestle. And you live in that suit. In the morning you go to school, you put on the suit. You go to class in the suit. At lunchtime you run, and you sweat off the weight. And it's a brutal thing, but it does work. And a bunch of us are walking around in rubber suits in class. Great thing about going to an old boys' school, you don't have to worry about what the girls think. And if you're a little smelly, well, that's the way it is. You know, you'd come to school with a bag full of clothes to put on, if you can imagine. You know, you got your school bag, and then you got your bag of clothes. What's that? That's my workout gear. And you'd wear the gear. You'd run every lunchtime. You'd get in the morning, run in the morning, you know, and you just kept dropping the weight, right? And it finally happened. At the end of the season, the very end of the season, I finally make 145. We won the Bronx Championship, and we're now going to wrestle the winner of the Queens Championship. The coach and a few guys went to go watch Newtown High School wrestle against Rockaway High School. for the Queens Championship. Newtown wins the championship. And when the coach of Newtown sees our coach, he goes, "Hey, Stolly, get your boys ready. We're going to kick some moons." It's a funny saying, kick some moons. We from the Bronx never heard of such a weird thing. But I guess it's a nice way of saying we're going to kick your ass. Instead, they say we're going to kick your moons. So the coach comes back, and he tells everybody, "Newtown sent you guys a message that they're going to kick your moons." And we were like, "Oh, yeah?" And the coach put it on the wall in the wrestling room. "Newtown kicks Clinton's moons." We trained so hard. We were like on fire. So right before the match, the match for the Queens against Queens in the Bronx was at Brandeis High School. We're in the auditorium waiting to be called to go to the mat. Some girls come in. Now, when you go to an all-boys school and a bunch of girls walk into the room, you get real excited. You're like, "Oh boy, girls." So these were girls from Newtown High School. So one of the girls goes, "Who's a 112-pounder?" And our guy picks up his hand. "My boyfriend's going to kick your ass." And then another girl goes, "Who's the 145-pounder?" No, some other weight class. "My boyfriend's going to kick your ass." So they came in to tell us that their boyfriends were going to kick our asses. All that did was make us angry. Well, let me just tell you, the final score was 49-9, and we won. And at the end of the match, our coach goes, "Coach, what about those moons?" And the Newtown coach goes, "Well, I guess we made a little mistake." And it really happened just like that. And it was a great moment. And it was a great moment for us. And all I can say is, write down your adventures, write down your stories. You never know. You might have something special there.
We sure hope you enjoyed watching that video as much as we enjoyed making it for you. We hope you come on back next time. It's going to be something more Ian-centered. But until such time, we hope you're staying safe. We hope you're taking care of yourself, getting plenty of fiber, soluble, insoluble, farting and pooping. But mostly, if you're not feeling well, stay home and stay in bed. Get tested for this COVID thing often, frequently, often, and oftenly frequent. Make sure you maintain your social distance. For the love of cheese and crackers, wash your nasty hands. And please, wear a mask. I've seen so many beautiful women out in the streets and subways of New York City, and do you know how I know they're beautiful? They're not wearing a fucking mask. So, until the next time, we love you, we miss you, behave yourself.